TIFU by not telling my sister no when she asked for a fursuit for Christmas. Today I, 23F, texted my sister, 15, to ask her what she wanted for Christmas. I have a very limited budget, but wanted to get my siblings a little something special to show them I love them. Naively I thought my sister would get the memo and ask for something small or a gift card somewhere. Not quite. First thing she asked for was way out of my budget, so I ask her if there's anything else. She sends a link to a set of ears, paws, and a tail on Etsy that she wants and only adds a. So I ask her if she really wants a fursuit, wondering if she's serious because it's a running joke between us that we think furries are weird. Without missing a beat, she explains how some of her friends are furries and she got interested in it. She said she doesn't want a full suit now because those would be too expensive. But maybe she'll get one eventually? Here's where the plot thickens. We have ultra-conservative evangelical parents. And she still lives at home. She says she doesn't care what they think and will deal with them when it comes to it. I wholeheartedly believe this will get her into more trouble than she can imagine. And I'm talking sender-toting wilderness camp level of trouble. I'm open to a lot of things. But something about furries unsettles me and I'm very worried about her in my evangelical parents' house. She's already said and done some things that have my parents suspicious of her. And I don't want to make it worse. Besides that, I just don't want my sister to be a furry. I still can't tell if she's joking or not. She's done stuff like this before where she says or does something extreme for attention. And I just can't tell if this is another one of those. Before I even asked, something in me told me not to even ask her. To just get her a book she might like and call that a day. But no, I asked her. And even worse, I didn't shut her down yesterday when she originally asked. Now she's going on about different types of fursuits and different artists and how I should avoid buying her a butt plug tail because she doesn't want to be horned up while in a fursuit. I'm not getting her a furry costume, but she seems really into. She seems to have done research on it and everything. What do I do? Any advice welcome. TLD or TIFU and my sister came out it to me as a furry. And to make matters worse, she still lives with my conservative evangelical parents. Send help. The pro-furry thing to do is ask her if she has a character and if she has a ref sheet then have her send it to you and have an artist she likes commission art for her. That way it can be a personal thing but also something that doesn't need to be opened in front of parents. And it probably will be more in your budget. Give her a bookstore gift certificate and let her choose. That way you only spend what you have available and you have plausible deniability about the furry stuff. Honestly, just to calm your mind, long time ago from what I saw furry was just something folks made like a self-insert version of themselves in an anthropomorphic settings. Like think the setting of Zootopia. Not to say the concerning weird stuff doesn't exist. Not gonna elaborate on what they are. But they are to the point I have seen where people quitting the community. Of course, within that sphere or outside. Some folks just related too much to their persona to wear fursuit. You are the older sister. Put your big authoritative, yes I am being a jerk and authoritative sister I am not getting you what you asked for, pants on and just say no. You giving your reason about camping is already good enough to legitimize your authority. Or get her the ears I guess. If that's what she wants, that's furry no. Bookstore gift certificate. With the way fursuit backlogs are going, she'll be lucky to have it by 18. I was never a furry, but I did end up a fan of a furry comic and in a chat room for said comic with lots of furries. All long before I realized what a furry even was. I was 12 at the time. and very naive. Credentials aside, furries, like all kinks, have their good and bad members. In the chat room I met people on the entire spectrum. The 30-something guy who did not care that I was a minor. The super wholesome guys, gals who did care and even not so jokingly nicknamed me jailbait to drive home a point to that guy. The guy who made cat ear hats. WHO still owes me one. It's only been 15 years. I am sure he'll get it one day. And the ones who tried very hard to eliminate my naiveness, and succeeded somewhat, by sending me horrible links to click on. Never anything traumatizing. Just mostly NSFW links because they knew I'd get uber grossed out in voice chat and they always got a giant laugh out of it. This was when I was about 15. I am still Facebook friends with many of the good ones. Furries can be a strange type of folk, but there isn't anything inherently wrong with them just because they are furries. If your sister is actually a furry, and not just trying to fit in, like I was, which is why I often wore cat ears, though I was adamant I was no more than a Nako girl, then I would support her with an asterisk. Asterisk being your parents. Tell her you'd love to get that gift, and you understand that she thinks she can handle your parents' outburst, but that she is still technically a minor in their care and you are genuinely afraid they'd do something drastic like sending her away to one of those camps, which she wouldn't be able to stop them. And you wouldn't be able to handle the guilt knowing it was your gift that sent her there. Tell her that once she's moved out, you'll get her that, or something else furry related if her fursona changes. Side note, the webcomic was 2 kinds and it's a genuinely good read. Or at least it was for my teenage years. I don't know if Tom is still keeping up with it or not, but it's still one of my faves from high school. The furry part is harmless, but you should probably remind her what your parents are like. Sad face. If you don't want to get the stuff and are worried it'll turn into an argument between you two, just point out that in 34 years she'll probably be more independent and able to take up whatever lifestyle without the extreme risk that can come with a conservative household. You should probably work on the "I don't want her to be a furry" bit on your own though. I get it. It's a bit weird, but it's not hurting anybody and it apparently makes people happy. It also seems to be a bit more than a mere fandom identity. So if she is one, then that's probably how it's going to be regardless of your support. So wouldn't you rather be in the version of the story where you're supportive and still on good terms? But yeah, being supportive doesn't mean buying anything they ask for. So you should just say no and try to compromise on another gift. The Fursona Art Commission idea from the top comment you've probably already read sounds clever and thoughtful. Maybe look into that. Buy her a nice book. You have no reason to buy her any furry stuff, and plenty of reasons not to. Yikes, I would need a lot of therapy if my younger sibling told me all of this. Kudos to you for being a safe place for them to confide in. But goddamn, this is bordering on inappropriate. I don't think you should buy your sibling any fetish-related items, even if she specifically doesn't want the butt plug. JFC, what a horrible conversation.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.